Okay, Hayden, this is Miss Benoit. I'm going to try to show you division again, and I'm going to try to show it the way that I think would be best for you using your bubbles. Okay? So, hopefully, maybe you can look at this with your mom, and you might do better on your test when you come back to school. So, this is our problem. 3,421 divided by 5. This is our dividend, that's our divisor. And so what we're going to try to figure out is how many times 5 can go into this number. So we have to look at our multiples. So if we think about 5 times 1,000, that's going to give us 5,000. And 5,000 is bigger than 3,000, so we don't want that. So we're going to do our multiples of 100. Okay, so let me show you how to do your bubbles like you like, to where you can come up with your multiples. So if you start with 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you go and you count your bubbles. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So this is just counting by 5s, right? 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay? And so what you're going to do to find your multiples, this would be multiples of 100. Now, you're going to say, well, wait, how do you do that? Well, you would say 5 times 100. You're going to move your 2 zeros like we taught you. And 5 times 1 is 5. Okay, over here you're going to say 5 times 200 equals, you're going to bring your 2 zeros over. 5 times 2 is 10. This is 5 times 300. You bring your 2 zeros. This is 5 times 400. You bring your 2 zeros. This is 5 times 500. Carry your zeros. This is 5 times 600. And then that would be 5 times 700. Okay, so you bring your 2 zeros, and these are all your answers to your multiples. Now, you go over here and you see what number you're trying to get. So we're trying to get as close to 3,421, but we don't want to go over. So if we look back here at our choices, then we can see that 3,500 is too much, but we can choose 3,000. So we're going to come over here and we're going to say times 600, and that's going to give us 3,000, and we're going to subtract. So we have 421 now that we have to do. So now all you have to do is come back over here, cross out your first row of zeros, and now you have 5 times 10 is 50, 5 times 20 is 100, 5 times 30 is 150. So all you have to do is see how close you can get to 421. So if we come here, what we've already done, we see 5 times 70 would give us 350. So we can come here and say times 70, 350, and we could subtract. Here you have to regroup. So 7, Miss Benwell likes to count on her fingers. So now we're at 70, 71. So what we have to do, since we are only up to 35 here in our bubbles, we have to do more bubbles. We have to do our multiples of 5. So we can't do 5 times 100 and such again. Remember, it's too much. So we have to keep going with our multiples of 5 or our multiples of 10. So if we do our multiples of 5, then we come here and we do our bubbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1. That would be 5. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Okay, so let's see how many it took to get to 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if we come over here, we say times 14, and we have 70, then we have 1 left over. So now we have to add up our partial quotients. Sorry, I'm trying to video and write. So we say 600, 70, and 14. And so our answer would be 684 with a remainder of 1. A remainder of 1. This is your remainder, always whatever's left, and it has to be less than your 5 up here. Okay, so this is what you're doing. You're coming up with your multiples. You draw your bubbles. And when it has 3 zeros, it's times 100. When it has 2 zeros, it's times 10, 20, 30. So if you make your bubbles, then you can use it for your 100s, erase or cross out your zeros, and then you can use it again for your 5 times 10, 5 times 20, so you don't have to redo all those bubbles. Okay? I hope that helped. I'll try to do another one for you.